a couple things going on over here, so I just want to show you quickly a little stir fry you can do with the Morningstar crumbles or Boca crumbles. So warmed up the frying pan to about medium high, and I'm going to simmer fry mushrooms. Excuse me, this is for something else. Mushrooms and garlic that I minced. So simmer fry this, and momentarily I will add Morningstar crumbles. And what's really neat about mushrooms and the crumbles and the simmer fry makes it look like a gravy. So it will get a little bit brown. So simmer fry, the mushrooms have to cook a bit. Then I will add the Boca, and I'm going to use cumin as well. So just a few sprinkles of cumin. And at the very end, I'm going to add in just a splash of skim milk to make it more gravy-like. But what I did earlier was cook the bulgur. You've seen me use this before. So just about 1/8 of a cup of bulgur. I simmered it, boiled it so the water was gone, and so I have it here in this cup. It's already cooked, so I'll add it at the very end. So simmer frying the mushrooms with garlic and cumin. I'm going to say for a minute, and then add the Morningstar crumbles, cook for another minute or two. You want your vegetables to get done. Add your skim milk, let it simmer and thicken a little bit. It will slightly, and evaporate some as well. And then add the bulgur at the end, and that will absorb the moisture. A lot of times, actually, I cook too much moisture out, and then I freeze it, and when I warm it back up, I've lost my moisture, so be careful you don't do that. Maybe it's okay to let it look a little bit watery when you're cooking it, or when you're done cooking it, because it will be absorbed later. I have some greens cooking back there, so they need some water. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. I'm adding the crumbles. And this is going to be one of those really tiny meals, or no, it's not a meal actually. It's the entree that goes with my meal. It goes with my lunch, say. You see now it's turning nice and brown, looks like a gravy. Let that simmer for another minute. Then add your skim milk, simmer for another minute, and then add the bulgur. And I think you got the idea. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, the bulgur Boca dish is done, and it looks like a nice gravy, which I just love that because it's skim milk and water. So I will show you this in a moment. Hoping it's not too hot for this plate. And this little entree part of the meal has less than 100 calories, and it looks watery now, but I left it that way because I think it's going to lose some of that when I freeze it and then heat it in a microwave, at work one day. So just another thing that you can do with the Morningstar crumbles, and by all means you can double this size and it still be a very moderate or low calorie meal. It tastes better than it might. It looks like stroganoff, doesn't it? And maybe it might take a little bit like that, but I didn't put any wine in it. But anyway, give it a shot.